So I've done all this, which I'm happy with. I need to reinforce the floor here with some 5mm plate to make a solid base, because I can't just weld brackets straight up, they'll just tear out. So make quite a decent platform. Then I'll come up on the brackets, and every 20mm I'm going to do a hole until it's up to this mark here that I have. There's roughly the shape that I have to make. Pretty much just an S-bend in place and just weld around it. Happy days. Ready for the uprights. The laser's set at 20mm. I've got increments around the body of the car, and this is level this way and this way, and now I mark off 20mm, 40, 60, 80, all the way up to 100, and that will give me the adjustment in height. Let's go drill these out. Before I go ahead and drill these out, just testing whether or not I can actually tap this, and so far going well. I could fit a nut behind there and weld them along, but because I'm wanting the increments to be 20mm, with a bolt that's 5/8, which is basically 16mm, it only gives me 4mm between each hole, and when you put a nut on the back of that, they're going to be touching. So I could shave down a nut and shave down the other nut so that they all fit, and then weld them all in place. It'd look pretty cool, but if the thread works out, if I tap this and it's strong enough, then I've just saved a bit of weight as well. It's only grams, but I think nuts are stronger tapping, but it's not going to be seeing any force in that direction. The only force it will be seeing is shearing off. So because it's not pulling on the threads as such, I think this will be okay. Well, that works out pretty well. Those helm joints that I have are 5/8, which I ordered on purpose, and I was going to get a 5/8 bolt. These threaded rods I had from a truck brake booster, and these are surplus to needs. Like, they literally just cut these off the end of the brake booster. It's to hold the spring inside. I reckon if I needed another bolt this size, I would just go to a truck mechanic and ask if he's got any of them in the bin, because they literally chuck these things out. They make great punches as well, but yeah. So this is what we got. I now have to weld that into the car in the right position, which is the hardest part. That brake booster threaded rod I cut down to the right length, and then I just welded a nut on the top of it, and that's that. Pretty cool. That's at the maximum height adjustment. That's how that will sit. Getting pretty close to having this done now. As I had that in the car, I just had a bit of a thought to make sure that the either end doesn't swing on me as I'm welding it. Just stick the rod in the other end of it, and that will hold it in place so that all these bolt holes will remain in the right spot. Now I'm up to welding. It's very solid, and it's not even reinforced yet, so I've got to fill all of this in yet, so the body panel will come up to this, and it will also come up to this side, because obviously that's going to be like open to the elements. Onto the final weld now. I've got this end in the middle position. There's 2 more down and 2 more up. So that's set. Moving to this end, I'll weld this in place, and that way I'm in the middle roughly of all of the angles, and hopefully that will be fine. I'll only know once the car's on the road and testing it out and changing that, how much of a difference it will make. Well, that's pretty much it for the trailing arms. Thanks for watching.